ghostwriter. I write of love and dreams.
Making things work with limited equipment, because my musician is in our studio surrounded by all of the equipment and making lots of cursing noises, so I'm not going in there and I'm going to do the best that I can. So it's been an interesting week. If you've been following me, you'd know that we lost our little girl Cinnamon this week, and that's been hard. You know, Cinnamon was a dog who was full of living and full of life and full of zest and energy, and this time last week she woke up and she used to bound into our bedroom every morning, throw the bedroom door open and say, "Good morning, it's time to go for our walk." And she tried to come in last Sunday, and unfortunately her back legs were just not working pretty much at all, and you know, even though she could barely walk, she still wanted to go on her morning walk, which shows you the kind of zest for living that the little dog had. And so we got hold of the vet, and to cut a long story short, she'd slipped a disc in her spine, and there's really nothing that they could do for an old dog like her when that had happened. So so we had to put her to sleep, and really it was the kindest thing that we could do for her, as much as it broke my heart. And she sat in the back of our truck with her head on my knee, and the vet was on skeleton staff because it was Sunday, so we gave her a little sedative, and she basically just put her head on my knee, and I stroked her head, and she went to sleep, and that was it, really. So I think if you've got to go, it's a decent and a nice way to go, and I know that if we could have done anything for Cinnamon, and she hadn't have had the proper use of her legs, she wouldn't have been happy. You know, she was one of those, "Where are we going? What are we doing? Can I come now? Get me in the back of the car, you know, are we doing anything?" pant kind of dogs, and she lived to go walking twice a day, and we walk, and we've always walked 7 or 8 kilometres a day. And you know, the way she used to look at me in those last few days when she could only walk sort of a tiny bit past the letterbox, and I had to bring her back, and she wanted to come walking, it wasn't going to be any kind of a life for her. So she's gone to she's gone to what I like to think is doggy heaven, and lovely people sent me the Rainbow Bridge poem, and I bawl every time I read it, and you know, and she was just unconditional love, that little dog, and she had a zest for living, and every day was a brand new adventure. So, you know, it's been sad her not being around this week. There's been a huge cosmic staffie-sized hole in my life, but we have another dog, Bruno Alfie Barnes. He's a golden retriever that we rescued some years ago, and he came with that massive moniker. And everybody keeps asking me how Bruno's doing, and Bruno's good. I think Bruno's noticed that Cinnamon's not around anymore because there's only one bowl to lick at meal times, not 2. He's not the sharpest retriever in the dog box, but he's a lovely dog, and we love him. And I think he's enjoying being an only dog. You know, he's no longer under the shadow of the Staffie henchman, as we used to call her, and life's going to be good. So if I've learned anything in the last week, it is enjoy every day, tell the people that you love every day that you love them, because you just never know what tomorrow's going to bring. I'll catch you again soon. Bye.